Hello, everyone. Today I want to tell you a story about a man discovers his wife's infidelity, seeks revenge by having an affair with her sister, but despite efforts to reconcile, continues the affair in secret, leaving a fragile peace overshadowed by hidden desires and unresolved trust issues. If you like it, please subscribe to our channel. William's life seemed perfect. As a successful construction project manager, he had a beautiful wife, Anna, and a wonderful daughter, Emily. His home was his sanctuary, filled with love and warmth. But all that shattered one fateful day. It was supposed to be a routine search for Christmas decorations in the attic. William stumbled upon an old flip phone hidden in a dusty box. Curiosity piqued, he powered it on and found messages from a man named David. The texts were explicit, revealing a passionate affair between David and Anna. His heart pounded as he read through the messages. Every word was a dagger, piercing his soul. The perfect life he thought he had was a lie. Unable to confront Anna immediately, he decided to gather more evidence. He needed to know the full extent of her betrayal before taking any action. William installed hidden cameras and recording devices in their home. Days turned into weeks as he watched Anna's interactions. The footage he collected revealed intimate moments between Anna and David. His heart broke further each time he saw them together. But the most shocking revelation came during a phone call where David admitted to orchestrating William's kidnapping years ago. The following days were a blur for William. He tried to maintain a semblance of normalcy, going to work and participating in family activities, but the weight of what he had discovered loomed over him. At work, he found it difficult to focus on projects and meetings. His colleagues noticed his distraction, but he brushed off their concerns with vague explanations about personal issues. At home, William watched Anna closely. She seemed blissfully unaware of his inner turmoil, going about her daily routines with the same care and attention as always. She cooked meals for the family, helped Emily with her homework, and chatted with William about her day. Each act of normalcy felt like a mockery of the trust she had shattered. Emily, sensing the tension, tried to bridge the gap between her parents. She organized family movie nights and suggested weekend outings, hoping to rekindle the warmth they once shared. William played along, but his mind was always elsewhere, replaying the scenes he had watched on the hidden cameras. One evening, after a particularly strained family dinner, William excused himself and retreated to the attic. He sat in the dimly lit space, the glow of the flip phone illuminating his face as he scrolled through the messages again. He felt a burning need for clarity, to understand why Anna had turned to David and how long the affair had been going on. Determined to find the truth, William decided to delve deeper into Anna's life. He began checking her emails and social media accounts, looking for any signs of her infidelity. The more he dug, the more he uncovered. There were love letters hidden in her email drafts, photos of secret rendezvous, and messages filled with promises of love and passion. The pain was unbearable, but William couldn't stop himself. He needed to know everything, to piece together the timeline of her betrayal. He discovered that the affair had started shortly after his kidnapping. Anna had been lonely and vulnerable, and David had taken advantage of her emotional state. With each new piece of evidence, William's anger grew. He felt a burning desire for revenge, a need to make Anna and David pay for the pain they had caused. But he knew he couldn't act impulsively. He needed a plan, a way to expose their affair and bring them down without destroying himself in the process. William's confrontation with Anna was explosive. With evidence in hand, he demanded the truth. Anna, cornered, broke down and admitted to the affair. She pleaded for forgiveness, tears streaming down her face. "William, I was lonely. I thought you were dead. David was there for me when I needed someone," she sobbed. The pain in William's heart was unbearable. He couldn't believe the woman he loved had betrayed him so deeply. He needed time to process everything, so he moved into a nearby motel, leaving Anna and Emily behind. At the motel, he couldn't escape the images of Anna and David. He was torn between his love for Anna and his anger and betrayal. The need for revenge began to consume him. He contacted some old comrades, men he trusted with his life. They agreed to help him bring down David. The days at the motel were long and lonely. William found himself slipping into a routine of drinking and watching the footage from the hidden cameras, each replay only deepening his resentment. He avoided contact with Anna, only speaking to Emily to reassure her that everything would be okay. Emily, worried about her father's state, visited him frequently. She brought him homemade meals and tried to engage him in conversation, but William remained distant. He didn't want to burden her with the full extent of his anguish. At work, William's performance continued to decline. He missed deadlines and made careless mistakes, prompting his boss to call him in for a meeting. "William, I know you're going through something personal, but it's affecting your work. You need to take some time off," his boss suggested. William nodded, knowing that his mind was too clouded to function properly. He took the time off, focusing solely on his plan for revenge. Meanwhile, Anna was struggling with her own guilt. She had confessed her affair, but the consequences were more devastating than she had imagined. She missed William terribly and regretted her actions deeply. She tried to reach out to him, leaving voicemails and sending texts, but William's responses were cold and curt. She also faced the challenge of maintaining a semblance of normalcy for Emily. She continued her daily routines, but there was a noticeable strain in her interactions with her daughter. Emily, sensing the tension, became more withdrawn and spent most of her time in her room. Anna sought solace in her sister Jessica. They met regularly, and Jessica provided a sympathetic ear. She encouraged Anna to keep trying to reconcile with William, believing that time and effort could heal their wounds. "Just give him space, Anna. He needs time to process everything," Jessica advised during one of their conversations. Anna nodded, though she felt an overwhelming sense of helplessness. She wanted to fix things but didn't know where to start. During his separation from Anna, William found solace in her younger sister Jessica. She offered a listening ear and a shoulder to cry on. They bonded over shared pain and experiences, and William started to develop feelings for her. Jessica had always admired William's strength and dedication to his family. Seeing him so vulnerable stirred something in her. She found herself drawn to him, wanting to comfort and support him in ways that went beyond sibling-in-law duties. One night, after a particularly emotional conversation, William and Jessica found themselves in each other's arms. The kiss they shared was intense, filled with pent-up emotions. Before they knew it, they were undressing each other, their need for comfort and connection overwhelming. Jessica's hands roamed over William's body, and he responded with equal fervor. They fell onto the bed, lost in their passion. Their lovemaking was intense and raw, a desperate attempt to fill the void left by their respective betrayals. "Jessica," William murmured, his breath hot against her ear. "I need this. I need you." Jessica responded with a moan, pulling him closer. Their bodies moved in unison, driven by a primal need. For a moment, they forgot their pain, lost in the physical connection they shared. The affair between William and Jessica brought a complicated mix of emotions. While they found solace and passion in each other, the guilt and betrayal were ever present. They met secretly, careful to avoid detection, but the weight of their actions was a constant shadow. William struggled with his feelings for both Anna and Jessica. He loved Anna, but her betrayal had shattered his trust. Jessica, on the other hand, offered a new kind of solace, one that he found hard to resist. Their clandestine meetings were filled with intense emotions and physical attraction. Each encounter left them both satisfied and conflicted. They knew they were playing with fire, but neither could bring themselves to stop. One evening, as they lay in each other's arms, Jessica whispered, "William, what are we doing? This isn't right." "I know," William replied, his voice heavy with regret. "But I can't seem to stop. I need you, Jessica." Jessica sighed, her fingers tracing patterns on his chest. "I need you too, but this is tearing me apart." The secret affair between William and Jessica continued. They met in secret, sharing passionate moments whenever they could. The guilt of betraying Anna began to weigh on both of them, but the intensity of their emotions kept pulling them back together. William struggled with his feelings for both Anna and Jessica. He loved Anna, but her betrayal had shattered his trust. Jessica, on the other hand, offered a new kind of solace, one that he found hard to resist. Their clandestine meetings were filled with intense emotions and physical attraction. Each encounter left them both satisfied and conflicted. They knew they were playing with fire, but neither could bring themselves to stop. One afternoon, William and Jessica met at a secluded cabin. The anticipation of their time together heightened their senses. As they undressed each other, the outside world disappeared, leaving only their urgent need for each other. Jessica's hands moved over William's body, exploring every inch with a mix of tenderness and desire. Their bodies intertwined, moving in a rhythm that was both familiar and exhilarating. The intensity of their connection left them both breathless and yearning for more. Afterward, they lay together, the silence filled with unspoken words. Jessica broke the silence, her voice tinged with sadness. "William, I can't keep doing this. It's tearing me apart." William looked into her eyes, seeing the conflict mirrored in his own. "I know, Jessica, but I can't seem to let you go. I need you more than I can explain." Jessica sighed, her fingers tracing the contours of his face. "I need you too, William, but we can't keep living this lie. It's not fair to Anna, and it's not fair to us." William nodded, knowing she was right. The weight of their secret was becoming too much to bear. They both needed to make a decision, one that would either end their affair or change their lives forever. The turning point came when Anna discovered the affair between William and Jessica. She was devastated, realizing the full extent of the damage her own actions had caused. The confrontation between the three was intense, filled with accusations and tears. "How could you do this to me, William?" Anna cried. "I know I hurt you, but with my own sister." William, filled with remorse, responded, "I was lost, Anna. I needed someone, and Jessica was there for me." Jessica, torn between her love for William and her loyalty to Anna, pleaded for forgiveness. "I'm so sorry, Anna. I never meant to hurt you." The family sat down to discuss their future. Despite the pain, William and Anna decided to attend marriage counseling, hoping to salvage their relationship. Jessica, feeling the weight of her actions, decided to step away and heal on her own. The days following the confrontation were filled with tension and awkwardness. William and Anna attended their first counseling session, both nervous about what to expect. The counselor, a calm and empathetic woman named Dr. Harper, listened as they recounted their story. "Trust is the foundation of any relationship," Dr. Harper said. "Rebuilding it will take time, patience, and honesty from both of you." William and Anna nodded, understanding the enormity of the task ahead. They agreed to commit to the process, hoping to find a way back to each other. At home, Emily sensed the strain between her parents, but didn't fully understand the reasons behind it. She tried to maintain a sense of normalcy, focusing on her schoolwork and extracurricular activities. Her parents' efforts to shield her from the worst of their troubles only made her more determined to keep the family together. During their counseling sessions, William and Anna began to uncover the deeper issues that had led to their infidelities. Anna spoke about her loneliness and fear after William's kidnapping and how David had provided the emotional support she desperately needed. "I felt so alone, William," she said, tears streaming down her face. "I thought I had lost you forever, and David was there for me in ways I couldn't resist." William listened, his heart aching for the pain she had endured. "I understand, Anna. I wish I had been there for you, but your betrayal still hurts." Dr. Harper guided them through these difficult conversations, helping them to express their feelings without judgment. It was a slow and painful process, but they began to see glimpses of hope. Meanwhile, Jessica struggled with her own guilt and shame. She had moved to a different city, trying to start fresh and distance herself from the chaos she had been part of. She found a new job and focused on her career, but thoughts of William lingered in her mind. She and William kept in touch, their conversations filled with longing and regret. They both knew they needed to move on, but the bond they had formed was hard to break. One evening, William received a text from Jessica. "I miss you, William. Can we talk?" William's heart skipped a beat. He knew talking to Jessica would reopen old wounds, but he couldn't ignore the connection they shared. He replied, "I miss you too. Let's talk." They spoke for hours, sharing their struggles and emotions. It was a bittersweet conversation, filled with the realization that they needed to let go, but not entirely sure how to. William and Anna's journey towards healing was long and painful. They attended counseling sessions, working through their issues and rebuilding trust. The process was slow, but they were committed to making it work. They started by focusing on small acts of kindness and communication. William made an effort to be more present, listening to Anna and supporting her in ways he hadn't before. Anna, in turn, worked on being more open and honest about her feelings. Their relationship gradually began to improve. They started going on dates again, rediscovering the joy of each other's company. They took weekend trips to their favorite places, creating new memories and reinforcing their bond. Jessica moved away, focusing on her career and personal growth. She maintained occasional contact with William and Anna, hoping to mend the fractured family ties. As the months passed, William and Anna began to find joy in their family life again. They revisited old memories and created new ones, slowly rebuilding the trust that had been shattered. One night, as they lay in bed, William turned to Anna and whispered, "I'm sorry for everything, Anna. I love you." Anna, tears in her eyes, replied, "I love you too, William. Let's never let this happen again." Jessica's new life was filled with challenges, but she embraced them as opportunities for growth. She found solace in her work and started building new friendships. The distance from William and Anna gave her the space she needed to heal, but the memories of their time together lingered. She often thought about the nights she spent with William, the passion they shared, and the guilt that followed. She missed him, but she knew that moving on was the best thing for all of them. One weekend, Jessica returned to visit her family. The reunion was emotional, filled with hugs and tears. She spent time catching up with Anna and Emily, trying to rebuild their relationship. Despite their reconciliation, William continued to meet Jessica secretly. Their affair persisted, driven by a complex mix of emotions and physical attraction. They met in secluded places, careful to avoid detection. William hid his ongoing affair from Anna, trying to balance both relationships. He felt guilty, but his desire for Jessica was too strong to resist. Jessica, too, struggled with her feelings. She knew what they were doing was wrong, but the connection she felt with William was undeniable. One afternoon, as they lay entwined in each other's arms, Jessica said, "William, we can't keep doing this. It's not fair to Anna." "I know," William replied, kissing her gently, "but I can't let you go. Not yet." Jessica's heart ached. She loved William, but the guilt of betraying Anna gnawed at her. "We have to find a way to stop, William. This isn't sustainable." William knew she was right, but the thought of ending their affair filled him with dread. He felt torn between his responsibilities to his wife and daughter and the intense emotions he had for Jessica. He promised himself that he would find a way to end things, but he kept delaying the inevitable. Back at home, the strain of the secret affair began to show. William became more distant, often lost in thought. Anna noticed the change, but attributed it to the stress of their ongoing efforts to rebuild their marriage. "Is everything okay, William?" she asked one evening as they sat down for dinner. William forced a smile. "Yeah, just a lot on my mind with work and everything." Anna nodded, accepting his explanation, but still feeling a sense of unease. Emily, too, sensed the tension. She tried to keep the peace, organizing family activities and spending more time with her parents. She hoped that by staying close, she could help them through whatever challenges they were facing. One weekend, the family decided to go on a camping trip. They packed their gear and headed to a nearby national park, hoping to reconnect with nature and each other. The fresh air and beautiful scenery provided a much-needed escape from their daily lives. As they hiked through the forest, William felt a pang of guilt. He wanted to be fully present for his family, but his thoughts kept drifting back to Jessica. He knew he had to make a choice, but he didn't know how to let go. The hidden affair began to take its toll on William. He became more distant, and Anna began to sense something was wrong. The tension in their home grew, threatening to unravel the progress they had made. William and Jessica had a major argument about their future. Jessica, realizing the damage their affair was causing, decided to end it for good. "We can't keep doing this, William. It's hurting everyone," Jessica said, tears streaming down her face. William, heartbroken, replied, "I understand, but know that I'll always care for you." Jessica moved away, leaving William to focus on his marriage. He committed fully to Anna, determined to rebuild their relationship without any more secrets. The decision to end the affair left William feeling empty and lost. He missed Jessica terribly, but he knew it was the right thing to do. He threw himself into his work and his family, trying to fill the void left by her absence. Anna noticed the change in him. He was more attentive, more engaged in their relationship. She felt hopeful, believing that they were finally on the path to healing. One night, as they lay in bed, Anna turned to William and said, "I'm proud of us, William. We've come so far." William smiled, feeling a mixture of relief and guilt. "I'm proud of us too, Anna. I love you." "I love you too," she replied, snuggling closer to him. Jessica started a new life, maintaining occasional contact with William and Anna. She focused on her career and personal growth, hoping to find peace. Despite the progress, William's secret meetings with Jessica lingered in his mind. He knew the affair had ended, but the memories and emotions remained. He vowed to keep his promise to Anna and never let his hidden desires destroy their family again. End of article. If you like our stories, please remember to subscribe to our channel so that I can push better stories to you in the future.